We are looking at your Dynasty football trades on today's video.
That's right, baby.
Do us a favor. Drop a like to show some support. Subscribe if you like Dynasty content.
As always.
And I want you to comment down below what's a trade that you have made this week that you feel good about. Just so you guys know, we are doing our trades video through our Twitter now. So if you want your trades to be on this video series, drop a follow to us over on Twitter. You can see our Twitter handles on the screen now. I would say turn notifications on because that's when you'll know when we're actually, receiving them. But from myself, Badaki, and our DynastyLand Twitter account, that's where we will now be taking trades from for this video series. All right, let's go ahead and start here. Let's see how many we can get through.
We got a lot today.
Yes, we do have a lot today. Shout out to Joe. 10-team Superflex PPR 1 and 2 upgrade quarterback 2 with Jones. So it looks like he got Daniel Jones. He sent Jerry Jeudy 309 and 403. As much as we like Jerry Jeudy in a Superflex format, I think you and I would be pretty happy with Daniel Jones here.
Yeah, Daniel Jones. I mean, if there was a first down in there or something, it just would have helped significantly.
Yeah.
But Daniel Jones here over Jerry Jeudy in the picks.
That 309 and 403 just...
What is
it's
it?
not going to mean
it's
much
nothing
for you.
It feels like nothing right now, at least.
Byron says 12-team full PPR Superflex League. Okay, so he gets Trevor Lawrence, it looks like, and the 207. Sends away the 111, the 106, and a 24 first. In a Superflex format, I'm not going to say this is a discount because it definitely isn't, but sending away the 111, the 106 doesn't hurt. What will hurt is if that 24 first is like top 3.
That's
so
exactly
there's a little bit of
going.
risk in this trade, but it makes sense.
A risk in the trade, still like Trevor Lawrence. I mean, the 207 is not terrible either. You can potentially get some good wide receivers or running backs in that area. I think that's kind of where the drop off is. Just starts there at the 206, I would say. But yeah, if
this is definitely paying a premium though. You're definitely paying a premium. But in a Superflex league,
3 first round picks for Trevor Lawrence here. But you solidify a top. I mean, he's my top 6 right now quarterback, top 6, top 7 quarterback in Dynasty.
And he could be higher this time next year.
Exactly.
Again, this becomes a huge L if that 24 first is top 3 or top 4. So a little bit risky, but you paid the price and you got a top 6 quarterback. FF Guru says startup draft. Okay, startup draft. So these, we probably won't spend too much time on this, but it's a startup draft. He got the 102. The 609, the 702, sent away the 108 and the 308 and the 403. So you're probably securing Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes here, but you do move back in the draft. I don't hate it personally.
I don't hate it either. I think it's just really difficult.
Makes a lot of sense.
Really difficult to understand what startups are gonna look like right now, but getting Josh Allen seems really nice.
Yeah, Josh Allen or Patty. I would say like the 609, the 702 also, those aren't so far back where you can't get really good young players still. So yeah, I think that's a pretty even trade there.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, Tom says 10-team half PPR start 9 single quarterback, so it's a 1 quarterback format. Also have the 101, 102, and 105. So he got Garrett Wilson in the 3rd, sent away Bell Dotson in the 103. I love Garrett Wilson. I don't like this trade though. Even in a 1 quarterback format, right? Jahmyr Gibbs, JSN go off the board. You've got Jordan Addison there. You've got Quentin Johnston there. And I think maybe it speaks to how much I like Jahan Dotson. So I don't know, this is how much you're going to have to pay for Garrett, but I think I actually prefer the picks and Dotson here.
Yeah, this one's pretty interesting. I'm okay going the Garrett Wilson route, but yeah, it all depends on how much you like Jahan. I would agree there, like Jahan Dotson and, like you said, a JSN, a Gibbs, an Addison, whoever that is. You're getting 2 top guys in our eyes with Jahan and Garrett Wilson, but I think it's closer than we think. It might, maybe in my eyes, maybe we see this differently, but it's closer than we think.
No, I think it's close as well. I don't know, man. I think Jahan Dotson's a really good piece.
Yeah, I love Jahan as well.
I guess considering it's a 10-team league, because we play in mostly 12-team leagues.
And considering it's a 10-team league,
again? I think that makes
start 9. Sorry? Okay, it's a start 9.
Yeah. Interesting. It's close.
It's close.
I don't know who wins that trade, honestly. Oki Fantasy Wizard says, went ahead and sold my only Pacheco share. Gets Darren. What the fuck?
Bruh, this is congratulations. Congratulations. Getting I don't even care what first that is. You got a first for Pacheco and a second.
I would take the 25 first alone.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We don't need to spend time on that. You did well. Chad says 12-team Superflex PPR non-tight end premium, added Kirk to stack with T-Law, got younger at wide receiver and tight end, and got a 2024 second for Connor. 12-team Superflex PPR non-tight end premium. Okay, so we got Cooper, looks like he got the Kirk, Goddard, and second side of this. We talked about this in a video this week, but for me, Goddard and Kittle, that's the kind of players I'm looking to swap.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like this deal. I'll take the Kirk side.
I'm okay with it as well. James Conner getting a second for James, essentially. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, because you're not going to get that in a straight swap.
No.
Hoopa drives the boat. 1 quarterback PPR. So it looks like someone got London and the 110, and they sent away the 105, the 106.
This is difficult to even
It's
read.
1 quarterback league. I'll take the London side here in a 1 quarterback. Because you might not even have Quentin or Addison there at the 105. Yeah, that's pretty easy for me, London.
I'm so confused in how to even read this.
So London, the 110 for 105 and 106.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah. Swap to Sleeper, Hoopa.
Yeah,
come over to Sleeper, man.
That was so difficult. I was brain fart there.
All right, Cole World has looks like a 3-team deal here.
Okay.
London, Nico Collins, the 107. I mean, it's definitely London wins that side. I'm wondering who gets screwed over here. Mm-hmm. Roz gets the 108 and 107 for Jalen Waddle.
I'll take the Waddle side there.
Yeah, that's close.
I'm okay with Waddle.
That's close. So I'm assuming Yuki's the one who got screwed over. Yeah. He got Waddle and Collins for London in the 108.
Unlucky.
You got screwed over, Yuki. I'm sorry, man.
Unlucky,
brother. Unfortunately, you got to take the L there. T-Mac says, not my trade, but would like to hear y'all's opinion. Okay. So we don't know the context, though, so this will be we're going to assume it's Superflex, right? Alvin Kamara, 201, 301 for Deebo Samuel and Brian Robinson. I'm probably taking the Deebo and Brian Robinson side personally.
Yeah.
We've talked about Alvin Kamara maybe being worth the 209, 208 right now.
Around that area, and I think that's the difference. But I think we will both agree we'll probably still want Alvin Kamara over Brian Robinson, but Deebo is what really sets it apart there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, agreed. If you can get Deebo for the 201 and 301, I would do that deal for sure.
Yeah, agreed.
All right. 12-team Superflex full PPR tight end premium start 9. TJ Hawkinson, the 202 for the 110 and the 108. So this is a tight end premium league. It's start 9.
I'm okay with T-Hawks one because, the expectation is that Michael Mayer is gone before the 108. If you're in a startup, right, you're looking for a tight end, what are you looking at? And you get the 202, you could potentially even get a Luke Musgrave at the 202.
And he's a rookie draft. This is a rookie draft.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You said in a startup, but...
Sorry. Right. I
misspoke
there. I misspoke. Yeah. So in a rookie draft, you can potentially get a Luke Musgrave or something along those lines at the 202 or whoever you want to get there. But getting TJ here.
I like Hawkinson here.
Yeah, I like that as well.
All right. David Burke says 12-team Superflex PPR tight end premium. I'm in a rebuild. Have 103 and 108 this year plus 2 firsts so far in 2024. So he sent away T. Higgins for the 105, the 205, and the 307. 105 T. Higgins, I definitely prefer T. Higgins. I don't think the move from the 307 to the 205 is drastic enough for me to justify personally making this deal. I need that to be like the 201 instead of this 205. So personally, I prefer T. Higgins. Yes. Still a very young wide receiver. You are rebuilding, but that's the kind of receiver that you would hope to trade for in a rebuild. So I just don't think you got enough in the swap, even though I love JSN, that you could maybe get at the 105. There's no guarantee.
I would agree there.
Oki says also rolled this one in a different dynasty. Have 0 running backs, only AJ Dillon legitimately. So traded back into the late second. Could regret it if Ferguson is the talent I believe he is. That 24 first will be late. One of the best teams in the league. So 210, 211, 209, 212. A lot of late seconds. We sent a first round pick.
No. What?
I don't care about the 4th round picks. I don't want quantity over quality.
Especially if you're saying that 24 first is going to be late.
Well, that's his justification. He's saying
Right.
that 24 first is probably going to be
It's
like
going to be
the 112, 111, 110. That's really hard to predict. I'm still like, if I had, let's say I could get like the 108 in this year's class, I would send the 210 to the 212 this year for the 108. So yeah, it's quality over quantity for me, unfortunately. Kobe says 12-team Superflex tight end premium is 1 point extra per reception. Start 9. Also have Pittman and Jameson, and now have 105, 104, and taking a chance on Bateman. Okay, so it looks like we got Rashad Bateman in the 104.
In the 104 and the 205 here for AJ Brown.
I don't mind it.
I don't mind it either, especially with the team with Pittman and JMO has the 104, 10, and the 105. I mean, that's JSN. That could be Quentin, Jordan Addison, whatever the case may be. Maybe he's trying to grow in different areas. It could be Gibbs.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Could even be Michael Mayer.
I feel like, I will say, though, I have seen AJ Brown go for more than this.
Yes. 100. I would agree there. I would definitely agree.
I don't hate fundamentally like taking a shot on a player and still having a high draft pick, but I have seen AJ Brown go for more than this. So from that point of view, I think you could have gotten more, but
yeah.
What's up, Kyle? I have 2 for you to pick between. The 101 trade isn't mine, but it's interesting, so I went ahead and added it. Backstory on my trade. Okay, let's just look at the 101 here just for time constraints. So the 101, yeah, I'll take the 101.
Take the 101 Swifty. That's close.
I've talked about Swift as a good sell high, so
you did, but I would agree there, man. If Swift does come back and has a year in his contract year, we could be regretting this. But at the same time, Bijan, I guess Bijan has to fail to regret it. Period. Which we highly doubt.
Yeah, I'll take the 101 side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we've already done a couple of Okies, so let's try and make sure we get everyone in. Akiva says, the guy wrote me in DMs, and he is down to do this, and I think I will. It's 12-team, half PPR, start 10. Okay, so you get Derek Carr and Okonkwo, and you send DJ Moore and Jamal Williams, sorry.
Jamal Williams.
I definitely want the DJ Moore side of this personally.
Agreed. Completely agree. Derek Carr, yeah, he could be a good guy, but what's going to happen? Okonkwo, another team, or the Titans could draft another tight end above him. I'm taking DJ Moore with the expectation of them also investing in a quarterback. Even then, we saw the second half of how DJ Moore kind of became some sort of league winner, oddly enough.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, I was a huge sell of DJ Moore all last offseason, but this is a good buy, I think. And even in a Superflex format, I do think Derek Carr is undervalued and we should be trading for him, but I don't think this is the kind of value we should be sending away. With Jamal Williams as well, if he re-signs to Detroit on a 2-year deal, you've instantly lost the opportunity to sell him for more.
Agreed.
Because if he comes back on a 2-year deal, people are going to assume he keeps that same role. So I don't like that move personally. Michael Milner says 12-team Superflex. Okay, so the 102, the 206 for the 104 and the 111. So it's a Superflex format.
I'm okay.
It's close, man.
It is close. I'm okay with it. If it's Superflex, you're going to go get your quarterback. The 104.
I want that 206 to be a little bit higher, but I guess that's the price you have to pay.
Yeah. I'm okay.
I want that 206 to be like the 204.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I definitely get what you're saying. I mean,
I just feel like the 206, there's a teardrop around here.
Yeah, I would agree. I think the 102 just you guaranteed that quarterback, whether that's Bryce
exactly
or CJ, which is exactly who you want.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like that's the price you'd probably have to pay. Yeah. Justin David says 14 team half PPR, one quarterback. I have Burrow and Higgins. This was also a couple of days ago when T's future with the Bengals quarterback is in doubt. So Boyd was some insurance. Even with T staying, it seems like I still think this is a W. Should be mid to late picks, but 14 teams or so. Okay. So essentially Boyd for really nothing. I mean, and in a 14 team league, to be fair, like the third is actually worth a fourth almost.
Yeah.
So I don't really think anyone wins this trade.
No. Yeah.
Because I don't want any of these players, but I understand why he would want Boyd.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree there.
Okay. Brent Hybert says, first time I was to flip the 112 from last week's trade along with Stevenson for Walker. Walker is 3 years younger and will have less competition than Stevenson.
Yeah.
So we get Ken Walker. We send away Stevenson in the 112. I think you're paying a premium, but I believe Ken Walker is that solidified top 5 running back. I have much more question marks about Stevenson. So personally, I think some people might view it as an overpay. I'd be willing to pay this price.
I would, yeah, I'm one of those people that views it as an overpay. I wish you would have gotten even a younger, like a player that's in question just to be thrown in there. You know, you think of an Elijah Moore, a Rondell Moore, just throw somebody else in there to kind of make it feel a little bit even. But at the same time, we could have this conversation after the draft and say, good trade. You know, we just don't know what's going to happen with Stevenson.
Yeah. All right, Tilla, say it's a 24 first and the 111 for Pirine. Okay, I love Burks, but Burks should not cost this right now.
Yeah, I like the 2 firsts.
Yeah, same. And I'm a huge Burks guy. I've been a huge Burks guy. I still think I think you should buy him right now, but definitely not for this price.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is the Indy League. Shane says, going to take a lot of heat for this trade. He wasn't budging on other offers and ended up overpaying. Hopefully this can be a lesson for others. Okay, so when I initially saw this trade, even though I love Pickens and Burks, I also thought this was maybe a little bit of an overpay. Did you have any initial thoughts? And again, I think that comes back to how much I like Jahan Dotson.
Yeah. I mean,
what did you think of this when you saw it initially?
That was my thoughts. You know, I looked at this and I was like, I definitely want Garrett Wilson and Jahan. You know, we saw the breakout of Garrett Wilson, but we still haven't seen the next level of Treylon and George. We believe in it. We still haven't seen it yet. And the 201 does feel really comfortable to get a Zay Flowers. You know, to get somebody that can a Josh Downs that can also be somebody that can elevate, right? Can elevate, because George Pickens was taken at the 111, 110 at times. I mean, that gap, if you really think about it, maybe talent-wise will probably be there, but the gap in how much you spent for George Pickens versus the 202 is not that big. And you got to hope that somebody's there. I mean, 202 can even be Michael Mayer, right?
Yeah.
Like, so much can happen there. I like this trade for Shane.
I think it can still work out for the Burks side, but it's all projecting. We project Burks is going to be much better. We project Pickens is going to take the next step. Mm-hmm. We project that whoever he gets at the 105 is going to be, you know, an alpha. You're giving up someone who has proven offensive player of the year, Garrett Wilson, and so that's the tough part about it. But I think it's much more even than people would believe. So
yeah, that's fair.
We did Brent. I just want to make sure we get to everyone here. Bennett says 10 teams, start 10 Superflex. I have Deshaun, Burrow, and Garoppolo. Wide receivers are stacked and filled up as well as tight end. I have the 102, 103, 106, 108, 109, 201, 203, 208.
Sheesh.
324 first. I have no running backs except Akers. So he sent away the 106. Oh, and Jordan Love, though. Okay. The 106, Jordan Love, David Bell in the 209 for Etienne and Aaron Jones. I like this deal. I don't like that Jordan Love feels like a throw-in piece here. That's what I don't love about it. And
I would agree.
Of course, Etienne is worth more than the 106, But the only pieces I really care about in this deal is Etienne and the 106 and Jordan Love.
Exactly.
And Jordan Love and the 106 definitely clear.
That.
This is tough.
It is tough.
What do you think?
It is tough. I think this is something that it sounds crazy, but like you want the Jordan Love side because the 106 Gibbs could be there, right?
Gibbs could be there. If he is, then you definitely regret it.
And then the gap is not at least the gap in my rankings right now is not as big as we think from Etienne to Gibbs, right? It's probably 3 people in between there I would rather have over Jahmyr Gibbs. But once again, you tear down just a little bit to also get a starting quarterback potentially. I think that
I guess he has the 102, and the 103.
There you go.
And I think he wins. Apparently he's stacked at wide receiver, so I think it makes sense from that context that he goes all in. So I think from that context it makes sense. I'm not saying it's uneven, but I just don't love that Jordan was kind of thrown in as like a piece to get the deal done. Okay, Eric, what's up, man? He says Keenan Allen, the 110, 111, and a third for Waddle and the 209. Probably taking Waddle here, but if you find at least one gem at the 110 and the 111, you could regret that trade.
You definitely could, yeah. I would agree, Jalen Waddle there. Keenan Allen, some really good reports saying that the teams are going to stay with Keenan Allen for at least this year, so maybe another year to sell him. But it's really close, I would say. But I will be going the youth here with Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, very close. Alex says, just got Burrow after we did a startup draft. Now have Burrow and Lawrence at quarterback. So he got Joe Burrow. He sent away Dak and 2 firsts. This is tough. Kenny McIntosh could be valuable. He could be completely irrelevant. What we do know is those 2 firsts are going to be very valuable.
Exactly. It's going to be very valuable. And if they are a top 5 pick or top 6 picks for both of those 24 firsts, you're kind of buzzing because that can be Caleb Williams, Mays, Marvin Harrison. You'd be really excited. And the chance taking on Kenny McIntosh sounds crazy. I think Joe Burrow is worth more than 2 firsts. But yeah, I'm going to take the 2 first and Dak in the belief that I can get some really good talent there.
Yeah, Joe Burrow, you have to overpay for him no matter what. I think we forget Dak Prescott is only 3 years older than Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is 26 years old already.
Right.
So it's not like he is 23 years old and just broke out and he's like, there's this 6-year advantage. Obviously, you drastically prefer Joe Burrow. But Dak Prescott's not even 30 yet, has a long-term contract. I think he'll get another one, has had the long-term contract. I don't know. If those first, like you said, are both in the top 6, I'll take that side, but there's a lot of risk in sending those trades away. Yeah. What I would be concerned about is just we don't know. If you just did a startup, how are you comfortable with your team to make this move already? Maybe you drafted an incredible team, but just being into a startup, you haven't been able to really shape your team yet for like a year. Making this move is a lot. But you have Burrow and Lawrence at quarterback now, so you're definitely stacked for the future.
Yeah.
All right, Tanner says 10-team, 1 quarterback, PPR, start 8. It looks like Daniel Jones, Kyle Pitts, Rondale Moore, Michael Carter, the 203. Yeah, Bateman, Bell, Wandale, the 104. Yeah, I'm probably taking the Pitts side here.
Yeah, Daniel Jones, Kyle Pitts, Bell, Wandale. We
like Bateman.
But yeah, we like Bateman. I like Wandale
this
too.
Is kind of paying a premium.
Yeah, exactly. I'm okay. And you get the 203?
Yeah.
Not bad.
All right. KG just says Deshaun and a 23 third for Pittman, picking in a 109. We don't know the context, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that it's super flex.
I'm okay with Pittman picking in 109 for Deshaun, I would say.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that as well.
All right, how much time do we have left?
We have exactly 5 minutes.
Okay, let's try and do as many as we can in 5 minutes. Tanner says 10-team, 1 quarterback, PPR start 8. 10-team, 1 quarterback. We have Calvin Ridley, Tony Olave for London, White in the 203. I'm pretty happy with the Olave side personally. But
yeah, it's close. If Rashad White doesn't get a running
Think about
back,
it. In a one quarterback format, that 203 is not worth the same. That is out of a tier for us now.
that is true. That is true. One quarterback, yeah. Yeah, I'm still going with the Olave side, but I was saying the London and Rashad White could be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I agree.
I would agree.
All right, the Brown Bear podcast says only 2 quarterbacks are Mahomes and Lance. Also have 6 and 9 in 2022. So he got Jared Goff. It looks like he sent Rashid Shaheed in a first. As much as I love Jared Goff, I don't want to pay a first-round pick.
For him. Exactly.
I know it's a 112, but I just don't want to pay a first-round pick for Jared Goff.
We valued him too from the, what is it, the 202 to like the 205-ish?
I think he's right around Russell Wilson's value, which is the 112 to the 201.
Mm-hmm.
I just think Wilson has more commitment from the team. Right. Goff's in a better offense,
right?
But I feel like there's more commitment for Russ in Denver. I would like it better if it was like the 203, the 202, and Rashid Shaheed.
And Rashid for Jared Goff. I would agree there.
Rick says 10-team Superflex, start 10, Justin Herbert, 202. I'm confused. Oh, okay. There's more to the trade.
Okay.
Fournette, Williams, Herbert, 202, 2 firsts, 4, and you sent away Jalen Waddle and Josh Allen. I don't really feel like Fournette and Mike Williams kind of play a big role in this trade for me.
No, it doesn't. I'm taking the Josh Allen Waddle side. And you get the 24 first and the 25 first, but where's that at? We keep saying that.
For sure.
Where's that? Where's that at? Is that a top 5 or is that a late 5 pick in those first rounds? Justin Herbert, a pivot move. You do tier down. No, Josh Allen, depending on how you feel, either QB1 or QB2. Justin Herbert, QB3, QB4, maybe even QB5 in some people's eyes. So
it's probably more value in a trade calculator for the Herbert side, but I think in a 10-team, you pay even more for premium players.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd be fine with the Waddle and Allen side.
As well. Yeah.
And I don't even mind tearing down to Herbert. I just want some other players involved in that. How much time we got left?
Just 2 minutes now. So probably
this will be the last trade then here.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas, J.K. Dobbins, Wan'Dale Robinson in the 101 for A.J. Brown in the 104.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is interesting. I
So
feel like you
Bijan-
probably go A.J. Brown in the 104 here.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. Bijan, Wan'Dale, Dobbs.
But
So
A.J. Brown and JSN or A.J. Brown and Jahmyr Gibbs.
And Gibbs, exactly. This is...
As much as I love Bijan, I think I'm going A.J. Brown here.
This all depends on JK. If JK gets a contract extension, what are you thinking? He has a good, decent year. I know it's hard to predict. Let's say
JK has 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns, and he gets a 3-year extension. Yeah, I like JK, but there's also a very realistic scenario that they bring in someone through free agency or through the draft, and
Agreed. I
JK's
think it's
value is kind of shot.
It's a risk there going for JK and the 101. You know.
Yeah, I would want JK to be someone more solid, like a Najee Harris or something.
Right. That's fair. That is fair.
So, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you to everyone who submitted their trades. Again, keep in mind, follow us on Twitter if you want your trades to be considered for our weekly video series. And we will see you guys in the next video. Drop a like, show some love. All up. We'll see you in the next one. Yo, what's good? Thanks for watching. We got a lot more videos.
A lot more.
If you want more videos,
watch it.
You can also subscribe
Right now.
if you want to.
You need to.
And lastly, don't forget that you can sign up to support the show and get exclusive content by going to patreon.com/FantasyLandFam.